As with news that St. Lucia's tourism minister has been dismissing suggestions that the recent attack here on gay tourists was motivated by anti-gay sentiments. The attack occurred earlier this month as two of the men took a shower together in a rented villa in Soufrière. The incident has received widespread media coverage in the United States, and local officials have been scrambling to do damage control. DBS's Don Nicholas begins our news coverage.
Michael Baker has been telling the world via the internet and interviews in various U.S. newspapers that he and his companion Nick Smith were taking a shower when they heard their friend Todd Wiggins scream in another part of the home. According to Mr. Baker, when he stepped out of the bathroom, he saw the masked men beating Wiggins. Baker says the armed bandits ultimately beat all three of them, tied them up and told them they hated gays and wanted the three men off the island. The men untied themselves and escaped after the bandits left with valuables, including cash and laptop computers.
The media has been continuing. I believe that there's been close to 30 million impressions with regards to the story of the three young men who were robbed in Soufrière. We have issued several comments in which, we're obviously very empathetic towards their plight. We hate to see this happen. We're treating this strictly as a crime in terms of where they were robbed and nothing else at this point.
On Monday, Mr. Chasney issued a public apology to the victims of the March 3rd attack in Soufrière and condemned the attack, but he did not believe the incident was a hate crime, as is being suggested by one of the victims.
There has been no evidence in any other way to confirm that there was a targeted crime other than being greed in its content. I believe that the three people who were mugged would also agree with that, because I saw some comments by them online to suggest that, in fact, it was unfortunate the criminals themselves used some inflammatory language during the holdup. But this does not represent St. Lucia and does not represent St. Lucia's position on this issue.
St. Lucia police say they have arrested 2 suspects in the Soufrière armed robbery and are hunting 2 others. The victims of the attack have returned to the United States. For the DBS News World, I am Don Nicholas reporting.